All right, psychologists, this is work for Unit 2, Week 3. So you would get to it by going to Materials and Quarter 1 and Unit 2. This is our last week inside our psychological theories here. So you're going to page through Week 1 and 2 because you've done all this stuff. You've turned in your schools of thought. You've watched some cool videos. You've posted in the discussions. And this is the work for week 3, okay? We're going to have our final theory, the pragmatist school, the pragmatic school, and I'm not going to be here for this week. I'm fishing, like I said in the last webinar, so I will be able to check in kind of at night, to the discussions and stuff, so I'll still be able to talk to you guys during the discussions. But this week we're going to have a recorded webinar. It's right here. Psychological theories, the pragmatic school. So what I want you to do is watch the video below here about the pragmatic school of thought and take good notes. Okay. Here is the PowerPoint, and if you don't have PowerPoint on your computer, you can use the PDF if you want. Same thing. It looks a little spiffier with the Microsoft PowerPoint enabled, but it's still the same thing. This is me talking through it with, as if it was a lecture, so explaining everything and, letting you know exactly what's what inside the pragmatic school. We talk about cognitive therapy, thoughts. Cognitive means thoughts. There's the quiz here. Everybody has to take the quiz this time because we're not having a live webinar this week because I am fishing and kind of working on my cabin. So hopefully it's fishing more than working on the cabin, but you know what I mean. So take the quiz and use your notes, do your best. Here's a video from Aaron Beck's daughter, Judith Beck. She is the one who's currently running the Beck Institute. It's the place to go for cognitive therapy. And so she'll talk a little bit about, cognitive therapy and what it's like. We have our discussion for cognitive therapy, so I'm just asking your opinion about what you think of cognitive therapy, but what you want to do is post to other people's responses too. A lot of people are posting their answer, and that's it. But you don't want to do that. You want to make it look like a conversation. Post to other people's thoughts, and you could agree with them. You could say, hey, that's a really good point. Here's another example. You could say, hey, I never thought of it that way. That's a great use of, that's a great way to think about it. You could say, you could ask a question like, what do you mean by that? Or, that part's not really clear. Can you give an example? You could disagree and say, hey, I don't think that's exactly right. Here's what I think, right? Any of those are good, and then the other person posts back to you, and it ends up looking like a conversation. That's what you want, for it to look like a conversation. And then we have our last school of thought, the cognitive school here is our last school of thought. So in total, you'll have 4 of these, right? One for the psychoanalysts, one for the behaviorists, one for the humanists, one for the pragmatic school, which is also called the cognitive school, okay? And if you want to just, open this up and type right into the document, that's what I would suggest. But some of us may not have Word at home, Microsoft Word on their home computers. So you can look at the PDF file, and you can kind of cut and paste from the PDF file into, whatever file you're working on. Okay, and then you drop it in the Dropbox. Voila. You're ready to go. And you're basically done for the week. You need all of the school of thoughts in because what's coming up next week is a little review and then a test, an assessment, a big one. All right, it's probably the biggest. This assignment and your famous psychologist paper. Those are the 2 big assignments this quarter. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you do them first of all. And second of all, you want to make sure that you, do your best and have all of the schools of thought so that you can do your best on the test. Okay. It'll help you because it'll also help you with your famous psychologist because your famous psychologist will fit into one of the schools, right? So it'll help you for that too. So it's all designed to help you out. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to put a little note in the updates about to contact Miss Doran this week because I won't be here. Um, so, I will be available to check in kind of at night and stuff, but, I'm not going to be available during the day, okay? So, if you need something, contact Miss Doran. All right? All right, guys. You guys have a great week, and, we'll see you online next week and in the classroom. All right, guys. Take care.